Hello, beautiful person. Thank you for joining me in this video. My name is Brad. I'm going to show you the volunteer section of the backend. After your volunteer is registered, selected that they are a volunteer, you finish this registration process. You will then go ahead and select Login on the primary screen. Once your volunteer has registered and logged in, they will then see the navigation menu on the left-hand side, and they will also see your calendar. With that being said, they can go ahead and select the volunteer menu. They can see how many hours that they've put in with this company. They can update their profile. So if you want a different image, if you want your volunteers to have their real face, which I'm going to add more features in the future for their real face, then you may want to have them change that out. Or if they simply want to express themselves any way that they wish. Of course, corporation will set the rules and restrictions. So volunteer wants to change the password. Now this also goes and entails with any profile that is associated with this account, including the administrator. They could change the password utilizing the profile. They can also update their PIN. Now, volunteers and transporters, this is primarily important because when you update your PIN, this allows you to log in with the check-in system of the platform that I've demonstrated in another video. Now, as you see below, the hours volunteered. You can see the volunteers. Now, you also might be asking why there's no button to submit for a PIN. Let me show you why. So if you accidentally start clicking around, set your PIN to whatever it may be, you can't accidentally submit, and the error checking will also process. But I put it one step further. It also lets you know we don't allow blank spaces in our PIN, in our system, because I don't want blank PINs. So let's select 1234 as our PIN. 1234 is our PIN. There was a space as the pins were not equal. If you caught that, you would see why. The pins are now equal, and thus you have a button, update your pin. You might be asking, why did I use pink? Well, I am a family individual. I am a father of beautiful children, and when I write software, I actually try to include them in any way I can. So my daughter, she is a more artistic individual, and thus I go to her for colors or into helping. My son, he is a mathematical individual, loves math, and so he has helped me a lot on designing functions. So you might notice certain things, certain features, part of the system that may not make sense to you, and that's exactly how I want it to be, because I had them help me design part of the system. Thus, they could be included. The future success of all of us. Now, once you select update your PIN, it will process, and the PIN has been updated. Now, if you are a volunteer and you are requesting food from this organization that this platform is associated with, you can set up the amount of boxes, how many are what day, how many people are you feeding. So let's say you're a volunteer and you're putting in your time with this company, but let's say you want to take this food to a church, or you want to help the homeless, or whatever it is you may be. You can select how many individuals, and whoever is associated with this platform, they could then look at the situation and say, okay, well, if you only wanted one box of each, but you're feeding 50 to 55 people, they might be more generous and give you more food for not just volunteering your time to help others, but now you're also volunteering your time to feed others. And so they could adjust the process. Now, over here on the left-hand side, if you are a volunteer and you have more priority with this platform, you'll actually have more features over here, but you'll also be able to see the calendar for the day. So for instance, if a certain volunteer is associated and comes into work, and you have a big screen associated with your business that you want to see the calendar, you can actually list the calendar and list what is coming in and what is going out. As you see here, some demo information for farmer, demo stroke 3, the admin, and the farmer. On what day, the times, and if it processed. Now, if you're a more seasoned volunteer, you'll get more data on the calendar. You can also see by month. So you can see previously, and everything is kind of color coordinated. And I mean kind of because there might be something that I might have missed that I need to update. And so that will be in the future updates. Nonetheless, reds are for drivers, transporters, and I will show you that shortly. But for now, you can see the calendar. Thank you for your time and joining me. I hope you have the information you need. Bye now.